If you've been watching my content for any amount of time, you know that I like ball vapes. Ball vapes are one of my favorite devices. In fact, I think that every stoner out there should look to get a cordless ball vape as one of the devices in their collection, as the first device, and could potentially be the only device in your collection, so long as you don't need something portable. I truly think that ball vapes are amazing. And there's one thing about them that I hate, bro. I hate it so much. I actually think that it's holding the whole genre, the whole category of flower vapes back. And I think that there's still time to fix it, because ball vapes are incredible, right? I thought for the longest time, I even made a video on it, which gets brought up a lot. I'm never going to take the video down unless the Tubes takes it down for me. But I made a video called Herb Vapes Should Be Better. And the statement's still true, because a lot of the stuff that comes out for hundreds and hundreds of dollars is not even any good. And you're like, bro, what? This costs how much? It's supposed to do what? And it sucks this bad. I think that herb vapes should be better in general, but ball vapes are the better herb vape. They're the top of the top. They're the upper echelon of fat, cloudy vapor rips, bro. It's the best rips that you can get with flower off of like a glass piece, out of your regular glass, out of your regular pieces. I'm not talking about an all-in-one handheld device like a Venti or like a Puffco or something, even though that's for concentrate. Ball vapes are like a tool, right? You heat them up, you put them over your flower, and then when you pull the air through, that hot air hits your flower, it vapes your flower, and it gives you some of the best hits. It even cooks that herb in a way to where you could use that later for edibles. But as much as I love ball vapes, as much as I think that they're the best thing out there, I do think that there's one thing that's holding them back, and I hate this so much about ball vapes. I hate it. I wish I could go back in time, and the first person who ever decided that this should be the way to do it, I want to slap him in the face, all right? Who came up with the name ball vapes? Who decided they should be called ball vapes? Why are they called ball vapes? Like, I know why they're called ball vapes. This is filled with balls. This is filled with balls. But you know what? Not all of them are filled with balls, right? They're not all filled with balls. You know, more recently, some companies started to include gem cut rubies in there. They started out as balls, but they cut them into little gems, little diamond shapes, and then put them inside. And the gem cut will cause the gems to take up more space than balls would. So you have more thermal mass in there. You got more heat when you're pulling through. Some of them don't even have balls in it. Like, if you heard of the thermal twist, it just had a spirally piece of metal in there. And this guy right here, this doesn't have gems in it. This doesn't have balls in it. You want to know what this guy has in it right here? Bro, I really like this guy. I'm going to do a video on it soon. But this guy's got a stack of coins in there. Just a nice little short stack of coins. Just like when you get a boner. But we have little stainless steel star coins. I think as ball vapes keep going on and we keep making more, that less and less of them are going to have balls, and we're going to come up with a bunch of other things to put inside. Look, I get why balls were used first. We had a bunch of terp pearls lying around, and somebody went, you know what? This can hold heat pretty well. But I swear the term ball vape is holding us back. Half of them don't even have balls in it anymore. And when you look at it, your first question is, why is it called a ball vape? Why is that hammer-shaped object called a ball vape? Why are they calling them ball-peen hammers? Ball-peen hammers, ball-peen, anyway. But unless you're rocking something like the Natural, which is actually clear and you can see the balls inside, most people that I tell that I'm using a ball vape go, what? Huh? Why is it called a ball vape? Huh? They can't see the balls. But what they can see is that it's hammer-shaped, bro. Before the Terp hammer came out, before this guy came out, I was calling all of them hammers. I kept calling them hammer vapes. And I'm like, bro, they should be called hammers, bro. They should be called hammers. And look, they dropped the Terp hammer. Sometimes when I tell people what it's called, I use the term hammer vape. And every time I say hammer vape, I get the same response. Like, oh, cool, that's awesome. And almost every time I say ball vape, I get a similar, like, confused response. Like, huh? What? Why? You're vaping balls? Why is it called that? When you say hammer vape, you can see that it's hammer shaped. When you say ball vape and you can't see the balls, you got a ton of questions. Look, I understand this isn't the most serious topic, and probably nobody cares about this but me. But bro, can we call them hammer vapes? If I keep saying hammer vapes, can we just switch the term? I think that they become mainstream. Like, ball vapes have been out for years, and the most people don't care. Or they don't even know what they are yet. Bro, let's get a better name. Bro, as somebody whose name is Cewpins and nobody even knows what it means when they look at it, I know a thing or two about having a bad name. I still like it. It works for me. But think about it. You put your concentrate on a nail and you hit your flower with a hammer. What else do you need other than that? Either way, I had to rant about this. This is something that I'm weirdly passionate about. I think they should be called hammer vapes. If you agree with me and you think they should be called hammer vapes too, look, let me know in the comment section or come tell me on my live streams. I go live 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're on Twitch, Rumble, Kick. Peace out, my dudes, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to bring a hammer vape.